Alrighty, friends. Come to your feet. Slowly march in place a little bit. What happened? Oh, yeah. 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 Yeah, they do use this space well. March in place a little bit. Get your knees up. Maybe start to move your arms. We'll have fun, so feel free to keep chatting if you want. It doesn't have to be super quiet like normal yoga. Yeah. Stand up tall, belly in. Breathe. We have the lovely sky to look at. Some trees, active cars and stuff to keep your mind moving. Take a breath in, stop your feet, breathe in, reach up. And arms down to your mountain pose. Step to the top of your mat. Take a breath in, reach your arms up. Lean to the right. To the center, over to the left. Little stretch. Breathe in, reach up. And fold down, touch the floor. Get your feet back to plank. Pause there. Get your feet back up to your hands. Stand up tall. Take your time. Reach up. That's one. Go as fast as you want. Hands down, feet back. Go with your breath. Feet forward. Step up. Reach up. That's two for you. You don't have to go with me. You can go faster if you want. Feet back. Maybe you jump. Come up. Arms up. Breathe. Everybody's counting for themselves. We'll get your own count at the end. Keep going. Breathe. Maybe you jump your feet back and jump your feet forward. Beautiful. Keep your head low as your feet come up. Maybe a little jump as you come up tall. Look up high. Keep going. Keep your count. Almost to the end here. If you want, when your hands go down, maybe you jump back, jump right away, come up, get a couple more in, get your count as high as you can today. We're doing 15 more seconds. Go down, your feet back, strong plank, step forward, ground down your feet, stand up tall. Keep going. And pause in place. Step in place a couple times. Remember your count. I'll get it at the end. Oh, dear. You had one job. Alrighty. Cool. Step your legs out, arms up. Step your legs in, arms down. Step your legs out, arms up. In. Maybe full jumping jacks if you want. If you want to turn your mat or turn yourself, feel free. If you don't like that, you can step one leg out, step together, step one leg out, step together. If you want to jump out, take your arms up, do a little variation of your jumping jack, however you want. Keep going, build that heart rate, keep good alignment. Beautiful. You can step out a little wider than your mat. If you want to go sideways, you can get a little bit more freestyle into it. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, breathe in, reach up, lean over to the right. Find your gaze point outside. Enjoy that heartbeat. Over to the left. Toes forward. Cactus your arms. Look up. Reach up. Arms down. Mountain pose. Take your arms back up. Right knee comes up to your chest. Stand tall. Left knee comes up to your chest. Stand tall. Go as fast or as slow as you'd like. Nice crunches as your knees come in. Elbows can come down. If it gets to be too much, just take your arms out and keep your legs going. Your pace is fine. If you want to get a little bit faster into it, that's fine too. The supporting leg, have the toes forward, weight even in your feet. Stand tall. That supporting trunk has you. Standing tall. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Stand tall. Root down those feet. Make sure they're the number 11. Reach up. Look up. Little back bend. Look forward. Lean over to the right. Back to center. Lean over to the left. And back to center. Hips go back in your chair. You can keep your arms up or put them however you want. At your heart or out forward is cool too. Take a big breath in. Kind of like rowing, skiing, whatever makes sense to you. Arms over to one side, back to center. Arms over to the other side, back to center. Maybe you take a little hop, back to chair, little hop, back to chair. Breathe, hey. Little ski and chair. Sit down towards your bench. Jump over to one side. If you're just reaching and just kind of rowing and not jumping, make sure your hips stay right behind your knees. Even if you jump, don't let them go over to the side too much. Right behind you. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5. Good squat as you come back. 4, 3, 2, 1. Come up center, reach up. Lean over to the right. Back to center, lean over to the left. Back to center, arms down by your side. Take a breath. Enjoy that big, beautiful heart of yours, hands on your hips. Big step out. Lean over to one side, get your weight into your right leg. Get your left foot out in front of you so the heel's out in front. Flex your ankle. Step over to the other side, bend your knees, little squat. Other foot out in front. You can go side to side, or you can go slow. You just want to do heel, heel. Back to that little chair motion, get a little stretch. Any of those variations are fine. You can just stand, move your heels out. If you feel good for a couple, really bend into it. Take a breath, breathe in through the nose, out through the nose. Keep building heat. Want to let go of some heat, out through the mouth, whenever you want. Alrighty, stand up tall, root down those toes, root down those heels, stack your legs, stack your hips, your spine, your heart, look up, reach up, look forward, lean over to the right, and over to the left. And back to center, cactus your arms, look up, interlace behind, roll your shoulders back, look up, breathe in, bend your knees, hinge and fold, rinse out your shoulders if it feels okay. Pinkies shine up towards the ceiling or towards the front window for you. Knuckles up to the sky if you're lifting up your hands. Head down towards the floor. Exhale your air. Then let your hands go. Get your hands on the floor so you can wiggle your feet out, toes out, maybe spilling off your mat. Bring your hips down to your squat. If you're super low, that's cool. If you're up a little higher, that's fine too. Get your hands down. See if we can jump up. Add your arms if you want. Maybe just keep them at your heart if you want. Jumping up. 5. Yeah, you can turn your mat the other way if it's better. Or turn yourself and face the other way. 5, 4. Maybe just bring your heels up if you don't want to jump. 2. And 1. Bring your hands down, walk your feet back, find your plank. Just breathe. Have your heels going back. Before you tap out, remember you can take your knees down and keep some weight in your arms over your wrists. You can always tap your knees down and then come back up to your full plank. Heart going forward, heels going back. Occupy your mind. Look at your fingers. Breathe in, go up the one finger, go down the other. Where are we at? 20 more seconds. Feel all 10 toes back there. Grip your fingers. Press into the ground. Belly button in. Breathe in. 5, 4, 3, 2. Take your knees down, everybody. Chaturanga. Bend your elbows. Get the tops of the feet flat. Lift up, upward facing dog. Breathe. Child's pose. Pull it back. Rest for just a moment. Stretch those hips back towards your heels. Forehead down. Take a breath. Wave up to your tabletop. Tuck your toes. Lift your knees. Pike up to down dog. Just pedal it out to stretch as we warm up. Walk your feet up to your hands. Keep your head low. Forward fold. Bend your knees a little. Root down your feet. Rise all the way up. Arms up. And arms down. Step to the side. Bend your knee behind you. Step to the other side. Bend your knee behind you. Side to side. Be mindful that the knee stays right underneath the hip. It's not out in front. And your heel goes towards your seat. So if a wall was in front of us, we would just bend our knee behind us. And we're taking a little step. Maybe you get a little arms into it. Catch your breath. If you want a little more, you can bend your knees. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4. Find your favorite leaf out there, something for your eyes. Balance on your left leg. Stretch your right leg behind you. See if you can get your knees close. Yep, touching a wall is fine. You can move. I promise the floor is cleaner in here than the cafeteria. I know that. If you want to flip your hand and grab the big toe side, if it's too much, don't worry about it. But if you have it, grab the big toe, knees next to each other. Hanging out for a moment. If you don't know what to do with your left hand, put it on your heart. If you have any more, kick back with the right hand, lean forward, see what you can get to just as we get going. And release, stand tall, reach up. Arms down. Other side, step to the right, left foot up. Feel free to step next to a wall so you get a nice stretch, knees right next to each other. Standing tall, don't compromise your shape. If you can grab the big toe, go ahead and switch your grip to the big toe. Right hand on your heart, maybe. Maybe a little dancer. Kick back into the left leg. And come out of it. Take a breath. Reach up. Breathe in. Lean over to the right. Little stretch. Center over to the left. Little stretch. And arms down. Let's all face this way just so we do our best. Step your feet wide, hands on your hips. Turn your right toe out, right arm up. Lift your right knee up. As it comes down, don't get mixed up. Right hand on your hip. Turn your left toes out. Left hand goes up. Bring your left knee up. As it comes down, just let the hands and legs kind of move as it makes sense. If you don't, you guys are good. Stay on the right side. See if you can get your elbow on the inside of the knee. Come over to the other way. Left knee up. See if you can get your elbow on the inside of the knee as the knee comes up out to the side. Yeah. One more good one. Breathe in, reach up, turn back to the original front. Arms down. Quick feet, best you can. If it gets to be too much, just march in place. Quicker feet. Go a little lower with your knees. Pause, find your chair pose. See if you can touch the floor. Reach all the way up. Big back bend at the top. And fold, exhale. Flat back, lengthen. And fold, let it go. Plant your hands, get your feet back to plank. Practice your flow as you lower like a push-up. Build a little strength. Tops of the feet flat. Breathe in, up dog. Shoulders out of your ears. Child's pose, take a breath. Friendly little reminder, you can go to child's pose whenever you wish. I don't always give formal water breaks, so if you want water, always listen to your body as we wave up to tabletop. Tuck your toes, lift your knees, just a stretch and down dog as you wave back, hips back, heart back. Look at your belly button. Then look at your thumbs, maybe one big jump up to your hands, forward fold. Root down your feet, rise all the way up. Deep breath in, reach up. And chair pose as you sink down. And stand tall, come on your tippy toes. Chair pose, sink down, maybe arms out in front for some counterbalance. Come up on your tippy toes. Go at your pace. You don't have to go with me or your neighbor. Going up and down. Come up on all 10 toes if you can, not just the pinky toe side. As you go down in your chair, get weight in your heels. Probably pick up your toes. Don't be afraid to pause in your chair. Make sure your knees are back. If they're over your toes, maybe shift them back a little bit. Coming up on your toes and down towards your chair. Up on your toes last time. Bring your heels down and fold. Go at your pace. If you're not quite there yet, just flow as it makes sense. Flat back. Come up halfway. And fold. Plant your hands. Jump back to plank. Bend your elbows, lower yourself down, body flat. Get your shoulders out of your ears before you start and peel up. Go right to down dog. Look at your thumbs, get your feet up to your hands. Maybe you do little bunny hops up to your hands. Beautiful, love it. Root down your feet, rise all the way up. Come up to the top of your mat if you're not already there. And fold on your exhale. Bend your knees, brace your tailbone, roll on down. Make sure you're spaced out well on your mat. Pick your knees up, or pick your feet up so your knees are right over your hips. Your hip angle will be 90 degrees. Your knee angle will be 90 degrees. Your shins will be like a table. Reach up to the sky like Frankenstein. Take a deep breath in. Crunch yourself up so your arms are parallel with the floor. You're still looking at the ceiling. Your shoulder blades are off the mat. Your head's off the mat. Your core is doing the work. Pull your belly button down. Go back to your original position, head down, and then crunch back up. Take your time. Go up and down, arms to parallel, and then hands back towards the ceiling as your head goes down. Look at the ceiling the whole time. heart up towards the ceiling as you crunch up. You might not be able to come up as much. Your body might want to tap out a little faster. That means you're probably doing it right. 2 more. Hug your knees in. Transitions are always optional, so if it makes more sense for you to get up a different way, obviously, get there how you can. Otherwise, rock yourself up to your feet. Get your seat up with your hands maybe. Come up to your forward fold. Root down your feet. Come all the way up. Reach up. And fold down. Flat back. Lengthen out. Hold. Let it go. Plant your hands. Jump back to plank. Pause in your plank. So let's all do one with our knees down. You want to keep your hips angled, arms next to you as you lower your chest, and then press back up to your half plank. Keep doing that. If you have lots of strength today, extend your legs long, bend your elbows so you're close to your body still, and push back up. Normal pushes, push up. Beautiful. Some of you are already doing it. If you can't go all the way down, just bend your elbows an inch with enough strength that you come back up with your back straight. You don't do any weird wiggle thing. You don't compromise your neck. You guys are doing great. Let's do 2 more good ones. Elbows close to your body if you can, so they graze your sides. So come in this way. Yeah. Take your time. Get your knees up. Look at your thumbs. Jump back up to your hands. Don't worry, you'll get another chance to practice this. Root down your feet, rise all the way up. Lean over to the right. Back to center, over to the left. Bring your hands down to your hearts. Make sure you're at the top of your mat. Step your right foot back. Find your high crescent lunge. Reach your arms up. Bring your hands back down to your hearts. Shift your weight to your left leg. Step up. Step back with your left leg. Reach your arms up. Find your high crescent lunge. Hands down to your hearts. Shift your weight to your right leg. Step up. Back and forth, right and left. You don't have to go fast. If you want to hang out at a spot, that's fine. Have your heel reaching back as it steps back. As you step back forward, shifting the weight to the front leg, get a little balance. You step forward. Little back bend in your high crescent lunge. Keep your hips forward and your shoulders forward. Do 1 more each leg. Standing tall, top of the mat, reach up and fold, exhale. Flat back, lengthen out. Yep, halfway up, you're good. Fold, exhale. Plant your hands, get your feet back to plank. And practice just the lower of your push-up here. Keep your elbows close. They touch the sides of your body as you come down. Upward facing dog, breathe in. Down dog, exhale. Look at your thumbs, jump up to your hands. Stay low in a chair. Lift your heart. Come up on your tippy toes as you come up. Heels down. Find your chair. Up 1 more time. And down to your chair. Stay in your chair. Hands to your heart. Squeeze your legs together, even if they're not touching. Twist over to the right. Get the left elbow down towards the right knee. Keep your hips right behind you. Look down, fold down. Find your chair, lift up. Come up on your tippy toes. Back to your chair. Tippy toes. Just practicing here. If you're wobbly, that's okay. Back to your chair. Hold your chair, hands to your hearts. Twist to the left. Squeeze your legs. Right elbow down towards the left knee. Rinse it out. Maybe look up, hips behind you, breathe. Look down and fold. Chin to your chest. Roll up. Arms up. And arms down. I like when it matches up with the music. Sit down, normal squat. Stand up tall, mountain pose. Squat back. Stand up, mountain pose. 5. Do your best. 4. 3. Knees going forward with your toes. Next time you're up, stay up and just fold. Bend your knees, roll back to your backs. Hug your knees in for a moment, set yourself up. Find your sit-up position, our L legs, arms up. Take a deep breath in through the nose as you crunch up. Exhale, look at the ceiling, belly button down. Come back down with your head. Do some crunches. We'll go for 8. Keep your eyes on the ceiling. Don't crunch with your eyes and look down. Keep your eyes up as if there's a string on your heart, lifting your heart up to the sky. And your arms just go down, but your heart goes up. 3. Go slow. You don't have to press it. One more good one. Hug your knees in. Take a deep breath in. We're transitioning to plank. So you might be able to just rock right away. Come up to your seat. Lift up your seat, get to your feet, hands on the mat, get your feet back to plank. If you want to spin your feet around, that's cool too. Practice your push-ups. Remember, you can have your knees down. Maybe you just lower an inch or 2. Keep your elbows in. So maybe a different variation than what you're used to. Yep, that's perfect. Weight in your thumbs. Little by little, you'll go down another inch or 2. Until you kiss the mat and come back. Finish out your 8. Go to child's pose. Pull your hips back. Take a moment. Wave up to a tabletop. Wiggle and do whatever feels good. As always, along the way, as we make our way to down dog, tuck your toes, lift your knees, lengthen out your spine, lengthen out your legs. Press one heel into the ground at a time. Look at your belly button. Look at your thumbs. Jump up to your hands, forward fold. Root down those feet, rise all the way up. Arms up, reach up. Cactus your arms, little back bend, look up. Look forward, arms down by your side. Hands on your hips. Find that gaze point. Weight in your left leg, pick up your right. Take the right leg out to the side. And then back to center. Keep it bent, swing it underneath of you so your knees are next to each other, heels towards your seat. Bend your left knee a little bit. Step way back to your lunge legs. And then tap your right knee down. If it's too wide and it feels like you're too far, just step in a little bit so your knees almost look like L's on the way down. Come back to your lunge legs. Shift your weight to your left leg and step back up to your balance. Open out to the right. Squeeze back to center and stand. Lift that left knee. Stand tall, no rush. Each part's fine. If you lose your balance, just reset. Open out. Squeeze it back. Bend it. Keep it bent. Knees next to each other. That one will probably be the one you feel. Bend the right knee. Step way back to your high lunge legs. Bend your left knee. See about your spacing and just remember where to put it for next time. Lunge legs. Weight in your right. Step up. Stand tall. Open it out. Squeeze it back. And stand tall. Right leg. Go at your own pace. When you get back to your lunge, we'll pause and do a couple knee downs, high lunge legs. Knee taps down, maybe kisses the floor and returns to the lunge leg. Stay with that right leg back. Oh, I like the block. That's cool. That's a good idea. As you step up, right knee comes up to your chest. Take a moment in balance. Open it out. Test your balance. Hip open. Come back to center. Stand tall. Try the other side. Left knee up. Open it out. Back to center. Step back. High lunge leg. And take some dips, lunges. Left knee bends. Take your time. Lots of balance. If you keep the back heel up, that's ideal. Find your gaze point. Keep your heart up. Step back up. Left knee comes up. Opens out to the side. Back to center. And down. Take a deep breath in. Reach your arms up. And fold. Exhale. Flat back. And fold. Plant your hands. Jump back. Practice your flow as you lower down your push-up down. Up dog. Breathe in. Down dog. Exhale. See about lifting up the right leg to the sky. Three-legged dog. Doesn't matter how high. Look at your thumbs. Foot up to your hands. High lunge legs as you lift up your arms. Tap down that left knee. 8, 7, 6. If you're tapping it down, just let your clothes touch the mat. 5, 4, 3. Breathe. Standing tall. One more good one. Maybe a little back bend to complete. And fold out. Frame the foot. Right leg back to down dog. Left leg up. Look at your thumbs. Foot up to the hands. Come up high lunge. Dip down that right knee. Maybe you step it in a little bit. Hands can go to your heart if you want. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4. Keep your heart up. Shoulders pulling back. Looking good, ladies. Last one. Arms can go up. Full high crescent lunge. Exhale. Frame the left foot. Step it back to down dog. Lift your hips up. Stretch your spine. Look at your thumbs. Jump up to your hands. Forward fold. Root down your feet. Rise all the way up. Hands down by your side. Frankenstein arms as your hips go back to your squat. Best squat you can. Weights in your heels. Weights in your left heel. Pick up your right foot. Shoot out in front. Knees are next to each other if you can. Put it down, still in chair. Weight in your other foot. Pick up the opposite. Shoot out in front. See if the knees can be right next to each other. Beautiful. Back to chair. Best chair you can. Keep going till you're Superman, flat back, arms reach out by your ears, and fold, exhale. Flat back, lengthen, and fold, let it go. Plant your hands, jump back to plank. Right from plank, go up to down dog. Right leg up to the sky. Look at your thumbs, foot up to the hands. High crescent lunge, come on up. Breathe. Hands to your heart. The right leg's already in chair. Step up to your chair. Don't put too much weight in your left leg and just shoot it out. See if you can step it way back, high crescent lunge. Dip down that left knee. 4, 3, 2, and 1. High crescent lunge at the top. Get your stretch, get your breath in. Exhale, fold. Frame the foot, right leg back, down dog, hips up. Almost time to sit down and stretch. Breathe, left leg to the sky. Look at your thumbs, put up to the hands. High crescent lunge, take your breath in. Enjoy your bodies. Hands to your hearts. Weight in your left leg, step up to your chair, not too much weight in the right foot. Shoot it out. Step it back to your high crescent lunge. Tap that right knee down. 4, 3, 2. When you're back to your lunge legs, arms up, high crescent lunge, little back bend, breathe in. Hold, exhale, plant your hands, left foot back, pause in your plank. Breathe in. Practice your push-ups. Maybe knees down, maybe knees up. Go for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Do a flow, maybe add a little back bend in there as your hips go down, heart up, hips back, child's pose. Take a moment. Transitioning to our backs. You can stay low, come up to table, tuck your toes, lift your knees. Maybe walk or jump your feet up to your hands. Stay as low as you can. Brace your tailbone as you come down. Roll back, hug your knees in, get yourself there. Set yourself up for your sit-ups, your L legs and arms up. Breathe in. Lock that lower back into the ground. Pull the belly button down towards your spine. Keep it there. Look at the ceiling. Crunch yourself up. Keep an eye on something on the ceiling as your arms go back and forth. And your heart lifts up and down, head up and down. Neutral with your spine. Let's go for 5 more. One more good one. Hugging your knees. Arms out to T. Let your knees go side to side. Twist it out a little bit. We're going to move a little bit more standing, and then we'll lay down. We're coming up to our feet, so maybe you get some momentum. Rock up, maybe not even touching the floor. As you come up to your feet, arms up, stand up, reach up. Lean over to the right. Take an extra breath there. Back to center. Lean over to the left. Back to center. Cactus your arms. Relax them down by your side. Standing tall. Arms come out in front. Behind your chair. Hands to your heart. Shift your weight to your left leg. Pick up your right. Shoot it out. As you stand tall, bring that, what did I say? Bring your right heel back behind you. Bend your knee. We'll go to that again. Chair, foot out in front. Kick it out. And stand tall. Bend it back behind you. Find your chair with your left knee. Kick your right foot out. Stand tall. Bring it back behind you. Pause there. Bend the left knee. Step way back. High crescent lunge. Bring your hands down. Frame your front foot. Pause. Maybe lengthen out your legs. Get a nice stretch. Hip or opening your hips like a split. Left hand up to your knee. Find your twist. Maybe left arm up. That's good. Right knee down is fine. We're going to right side plank. Right hand's already down. Go over to your right foot. Maybe the left foot comes back. Stacks on top. If you want the bottom knee underneath, you can do that too with your right knee underneath and left leg extended. You can get the bottom hip up. That's better. Breathe. And go back to your neutral plank. Take a moment. Take your flow. Set yourself up. Exhale down. Up dog. Breathe in. Child's exhale. Stretch your spine. Wave up. Get your feet up to your hands. Forward fold. Exhale your air. Bend your knees. Find your chair. Hands to your heart. Weight in your right leg. Kick out your left. As you stand up, bend that knee. Heel comes towards your seat. Get your knees next to each other. Bend back in your chair. Kick it out. Bend it. Bring it behind. So really make sure it gets next to the other knee. If it's out a couple inches, see if you can bring it back. Chair one more time. Kick it back. Squeeze it back. And step back. High lunge. Breathe in. Turn arms down. Runner's lunge. Lengthen out your legs a little bit. Should feel nice. Right hand to your knee. Twist it open. Maybe right hand up. Twist it open. Palm open towards our pool door over there. Yeah. And we're going to left side plank. So you might be able to just transition that way or just totally just get there and set yourself up. The bottom knee can be down if that's helpful, or you can stack everything up. 3, 5. Down to standard plank. Take your flow. We'll meet in child's pose. Rest your head down. Walk your hands over to the right. Get a little stretch on the left. Put your head down. Hands over to the left. Get a little stretch on the right. Put your head down. Back to center. Walk your hands back to your knees. Kneel on up. We won't be here too long. Hands in your back pockets. Roll your shoulders back. Squeeze your elbows together. Get a little back bend. Go for camel pose. Hard up. If you can touch your heels, that's fine. Or you can get just as much out of the pose here. Breathe. Let your eyes look back a little more. And then head comes up first. As you sit down, we're going to go to our seats, and maybe your seat goes over to the side, and then you swing your legs around. Scoot yourself forward. And bring the right heel in. You guys know yourself. Stay like that. If you want to flip it the other way, you can do that. If you want to try for it and then decide you don't want to, you can always turn it back in. If it's out, just make sure it's out in line with your hip as much as you can. Yep. Arms up, reach up. Fold over that straight leg. Whatever you get to is fine. Grab where you can. Give yourself a little pull. Chin towards your shin. Notice your breath. Just try to control it a little bit. Breathe in steady, 5 seconds in. Breathe out completely, 10 seconds out. Walk your hands in, flat back, sit all the way up. Stay where you are. We're going to keep that right knee bent. We're going to swing the left leg around. Well, you have to flip your leg. You were the only one. Flip your leg around and find your pigeon. So if you want to set yourself up another way, that's fine. Right knee's on the outside of the right wrist. Hips are like a split opening up. You can stay upright or you can come down. If you're coming down and you get pretty low and you want to, you can thread your left hand underneath the right, get your left shoulder down, get pretty close to the floor if that's accessible to you. Yep, beautiful. Bring your hands in, bring your heart up, breathe. Fall over to that right hip, swing that right leg around, put it on the floor by your right knee, get your hips down, sit up, twist to the left. Rinse out, you're all warmed up. Twist. Your eyes can peek back out of that left corner a little bit more. Use that elbow on your knee to maybe get your heart to twist towards the door a little bit more. Chin towards your left shoulder. Keep your twist, look back to center. Exhale. And unwind. Shake out your legs. And let's do the opposite. Left heel comes in, sit up tall. Reach up, root down your sitting bones. Enjoy a fold. One more breath. 5 seconds in. Complete, maybe 10 seconds out. Walk your hands in. Flat back, sit all the way up. Should feel nice. We're going to spin that leg around to find pigeon. So right leg goes all the way around. Left knee is on the outside of the left wrist. Get your hips turning towards the floor. Maybe you stay upright. This might feel nice. If you go down pretty low, the right hand can thread under if you liked that on the first side. Beautiful, good work. Listening to your body. Take a deep breath, my friend. Start to push yourself up. Let yourself fall over to the left hip. Swing that right foot around. Foot on the ground. Use that knee, sit up. Twist to the right. Enjoy the twist as you breathe in. It gets a little intense. As you exhale, you might be able to twist a little more. Keep your head above your heart, above your hips. Just twisting. Your eyes look back, chin towards your right shoulder. Keep your twist. Look to center. Exhale. Unwind. Shake it out. Bang the bottoms of your legs onto the ground. 10, 9. Take your arms out of it. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Scoot forward. Use your legs and your butts. Get yourself. Bend your knees. Roll yourself down. Give yourself an alignment on the way down. Should feel nice. Stretch out. Full body stretch. And hug in your knees. Give it a squeeze. Massage your lower back into the ground. Take a moment, think about your body. How does it feel? Does it need a twist? Does it need a leg stretch? Do you want to head to your rest early? Take some movements, take some wiggles, some arm stretches. Let your head go side to side. Try not to do too much. Just pick a couple things and maybe tune into those bodies. Beautiful what you guys are picking. As you find some stillness, get heavy on the mat. Traditionally, legs straight, arms by your side. You can close your eyes. If you get there and you need to move your legs or arms or spine again, listen to your bodies. Feel free to keep stretching if you're still into it. Flip your palms up, accept some good love from around you. Let your collarbones melt down. If your lower back starts to be full of tension, just bend your knees. Knock your knees in towards each other. Let yourself sink down into the mat. Take a few minutes here at the end for rest, for a little meditation for yourselves. Try and relax your body to be as heavy as you can. Take full advantage of this time here.